I swear, this individual is so desperate for just about anything. He's just basically just trying to do everything and anything he possibly can. All right, so first things first, my name is Kenneth Bird. My company is Crystal Edge Technology Screens. Now, as you guys all know, I run a ton of tests. We test just about everything. Certified screens, all different kinds of weather. We test our screens in all different kinds of ambient-like environments. You know, we test on everything. So I don't think this person really has a grasp on reality, and I'll tell you why. CROW, we had a 4K projector. I had the Viewsonic PX747 when they first came out. I bought one. And we did a side-by-side on that technology versus a 720p. And in those demonstrations, the customers couldn't tell which one was 720p or 4K. At that time, we developed technology that would make a 720p projector look incredible. And we used the PX747 for those tests. I have the demonstrations right there on YouTube. I'll put a link below to show you the demonstrations on 4K. I really believe that this guy has groundhog syndrome. I think he wakes up the next day and really doesn't remember anything that he previously did the next day. We've had 4K in here. And when I sat there on camera, when I saw the side-by-side of the 720p next to the 4K, I said, I'm not buying a 4K projector anymore because we have technology to make 720p look absolutely incredible. And that's why I don't need it. That's why I don't buy it. My customers don't have to spend tons of money for a projector in order to get a nice picture quality. They don't have to sit in the dark, but apparently you do. So this is where, again, you embarrass yourself, making yourself look like a complete idiot again on YouTube. So you're saying that the Nova, can you use a Nova 17 black on 4K? There's something missing there, man. I swear, there's something missing. Don't you think out of the hundreds and hundreds of gallons of Nova that we have shipped out, that those customers have 4K projectors? Duh. My goodness, I swear, the boy is desperate. He is so desperate. First, he claimed the screen was so dark you couldn't see it. That doesn't work anymore. We got screens that pull up on mapping projectors. They can pull white levels the whole 9 yards. We've done that already yesterday. So let me show you, CROW. We're going to put the links below. We had a 4K in here. We had a Viewsonic PX747. I bought that projector from Amazon. You can go look it up, our test results on the projector. You can also look at our side-by-side demonstrations of the 720p versus the 4K projector and the unboxing of the projector when I first got it. So, and keep in mind, the technology we used then was older technology and it looked incredible on 4K. So imagine what 4K looks on our technology now. The part that you don't understand is if you can get a projector to produce on a low-grade 720p projector and look incredible, 4K is a cakewalk, but your brain doesn't function that way. Your brain functions as you have to have the most expensive projector in order to produce that image. No, you think the same way the big companies think. They think you have to have these expensive projectors in order to get a beautiful image, and you don't have to. Okay, so like I said, when I saw that video, I was like, are you can't be that stupid to think that we didn't have a, really? You didn't see any of the PX747 demonstrations we did? We did a dozen of those demonstrations on that projector. But okay, that's what he announced. Just like when he came in and did the demonstration a couple of days ago, claiming that the screen was so dark, we did the same video right back there in the room, live. Not only that, with a white sheet of paper and a 0.9 certified white screen, including with his screen paint, all the lights on, much brighter than its environment, and the screen never turned dark, not one time. But let's humor him. You're desperate, man. You were desperate. You're just trying to find anything and everything to just try to say about our product, and it's not working. My goodness, I'll tell you something. This boy's got some screws loose. There's something going on with him. So all you got to do is go onto YouTube and put into PX, let me see, 747, the 4K projector by Viewsonic. All right. And you will see, hold on for a minute. There you go. My demonstrations on the projector of the PX747-4K projector. And guess what, Crow? I'm doing that demonstration in a fully lit environment where you have a $4,000 projector and your short throw, my projector sat at 14 feet away from the wall, still produced an image in a fully lit environment on a black screen where you're stuck in the dark on a $4,000 projector, can't even pull a contrast level. You just embarrassed yourself again. I will put all these links up so everybody can see the demonstrations on the projector. 10 times more light in your environment, on a jet black screen, next to a window, and you're sitting in the dark with a 4K projector and you can't even pull a contrast level. There you go, voila. The PX747 4K projector by Viewsonic. Look at my environment compared to yours. And you're in the dark with a projector at 4K. And you can't even produce contrast, you can't produce color, you can't produce none of that at all because gray screens can't pull it up. Let me go get you another one. Man, you just never learn, do you? You think we didn't do these demonstrations already? The problem with you is the fact that you don't do tests. That's what it is. You never test your product. That's why when it comes over here, it fails miserably. Because you don't do tests. I do all these tests. Let me see. Sorry about the coughing, people. And we had the PX747 4K projector. I bought it when it first came out. It was like $1,300 when I got it. And we did it on, I forgot what was the black screen. Yeah, we did it on a black screen. Because we had a dedicated black screen designed for that screen paint. Yep. As a matter of fact, we even had a dedicated screen paint for it too. On top of that, a dedicated black 4K screen paint for it. Come out of that right quick. Boy. See, there you go. I think he's mad because we told him to make that liquid paint and he can't make it. He can't make the liquid screen. It's frustrating him. You know, he got 4 days to get that one together. And he still can't figure out how that one was designed, well. And next time, learn to mind your own business and stop trying to make other people's stuff. You won't be stuck in situations like that. Trying to figure out exactly how to make our products. Here we go, right here. There's my unboxing video right there. $4K projector right there. Dummy. How stupid do you feel about right now? Oh, his product doesn't work on 4K projectors. You stupid idiot. We had freaking 4K projectors in here already. Had them already. Bought that projector brand new. Did an unboxing on it. Made a dedicated black screen paint strictly for that particular product, for that projector right there. A dedicated black 4K screen paint. So for you to come on YouTube and say, oh, his product doesn't work with 4K, yeah, you must have missed those videos right there, because there were a dozen or so more of those videos right there, showing off that projector, showing it off on our screen, demonstrating it, also doing the side-by-side of the 720 versus 4K on the technology. Yeah, that's why I consider him to be the dumbest of the dumbest. Like I said, he has to have some kind of like dementia or something's going on in his head that you don't know that we had a 4K projector? Really? Seriously? And you got to make some announcement, oh, his product doesn't work on 4K. I think the problem is in your tiny little world that you honestly believe that whatever you say, people believe. That's what you think. Or I'll just come up the next day and say, hey, if you buy his products, if you open it up and you have a fear of clowns are going to pop out of the box and haunt your house. I think that's what it is. I think whatever dumb nonsense you think of that day, you think you can come on YouTube and people want to believe it. I come on here and we laugh about it because you're a complete idiot. You just went up there and made a video about how 4K does not work on our products, and we had a 4K projector years back. Did the demonstration, tested it against a black screen, and it pulled the image. Not only did it pull the image, but it pulled the image in an environment that was 10 times brighter than yours. There's the unboxing right there. Boom! In your face. I hate to be unprofessional, but I can't stand dumb people. We all know we can't stand the idiots. You must not, and I guarantee you have to have something. You need to get an MRI. You really do. You need to get an MRI of your head. Something is not right up there. Like you really think you're going to do a video like I've never had a 4K projector. Dude. Look. Doesn't work on 4K. Man, good gracious, man. You go back and crawl back to your cave. Go back to your cave somewhere, boy. You're a joke. You are definitely a complete and absolute joke. Had it already. Been there, had it already. Done it already. I think what ticks you off is the fact that we make 720p projectors look incredible. Yeah, because there's nowhere in the world I'm going to spend $5,000 for a projector and have it in here and tell my customers they can get the same image and they got a projector lower than mine, because that's a bunch of nonsense. That is definitely a bunch of nonsense. Right here, dumb, read this right here where it says, new updates on our new dedicated 4K. Now, in order for me to bring a dedicated 4K screen paint for 4K, a black, I would have to have the projector. And that's where we bought the 4K. And sorry, people, I got to call the man an idiot, but he is. That's what he is. He's a complete idiot. Who is dumb enough to not, that's why it pays to do homework. It pays to do homework. See this right here, side by side? That's a 720p and 4K side by side. We did this demonstration. They couldn't tell which one was which. That's when we figured out how to engineer the technology. How old our color coding technology that we developed, how old it is. That's a 720p and 4K. That's a $160 projector sitting right next to a projector that cost me $1,300. I'll put the links below so you can check them out yourself, just in case the video is a little gritty on this end. But I'll put the links below. Yeah, we were blessed to find out how to make a 720p look incredible next to a 4K projector. So if I have that technology, why in the world would I go and spend the money for a 4K projector? Did it already. On a black screen with lights cascading down on the screen in a fully lit environment. I'll put these links below for y'all to check out if you want to check it out. But like I said, this is an individual that's desperate. He's desperate. He is really desperate. Number one, you got a product that's 8 years old. It is. It's an 8-year-old product. Number two, it doesn't pull contrast. It doesn't pull color at all. Period. It's old. It matches primer with no problem whatsoever, or any form of gray screen paint whatsoever. It matches it with no problem whatsoever. You can't use it in a fully lit environment because the screen washes out. That's why you're constantly doing demonstrations in the dark. You do demonstrations in the dark on our products that you try to make, and we do these demonstrations in a fully lit environment. I just don't understand. How in the world you say you have a product and you're sitting in the dark? Our technology is designed to be used in fully lit environments, or it's ambient light projection technology. But for every review you've done that in the dark. Okay, there you go. And then on top of that, we got a product called the 3.0, which is an 8-year screen paint that beats your product. Not only that, and costs less. And it should be 48 bucks because your product is not worth $100 and something. It's not. It's an 8-year-old product. It's an old screen paint. You're trying to put it up there with the gunmetal and darker screens and trying to downgrade the darker screens by saying, oh, they're this and that and the other. If that was the case, then companies like Black Diamond and these other big companies like Screen Innovation and Elite Screens and all these big companies like, you know, DMP Supernova would not be investing their money in gunmetal dark screens. They'd be going for the lighter screens, and they don't go for the lighter screens. The flagship, the most expensive screens are dark. Somehow you missed the memo on that one. But to sit there and say that our product doesn't work on 4K, we did this 2 years ago. That's how old you are. That's how old you are. Getting to the meeting 2 years ago, we've done this. Jealous crow. You're jealous, man. That's what it comes down to, man. You're a very jealous person. And the fact that you would stoop that low to do something that stupid by saying a video like, oh, this product doesn't work on 4K. Wow. So you mean to tell me out of all the people we've sold paint to, and the product still continues to sell, that it doesn't work on 4K? So bottom line is the black technology we developed doesn't work on 4K, and yet we have videos of a black screen paint technology working on a 4K projector, and not only that, working on the black screen of making a 720p look as good as a 4K projector? Really? And a fully lit environment, much brighter than your dark caves? Yeah. Here you go. Here's a demonstration right here on the new Illuminous dedicated 4K screen paint right there on a 4K projector, the PX747. You drive? I don't think you should be driving. I really don't. I think you need to take a psychiatric evaluation test or something. You need to get an MRI because there is no way in the world. It's like me saying that you 4K doesn't work on your product. That'd be a complete lie. Oh my goodness. You're an idiot. You are. You're a complete idiot. You remind me on the Grinch where he's sitting in the cave and he goes, "You're an idiot. You're an idiot." Yeah, you're a complete idiot. Wow. This is why I went back and painted my screen. My motorized projection screen has the black and white borders because I like how I did this screen. Oh, and by the way, the screen that was designed for this, the borders are white. The walls are white, which means it's generating and reflecting 10 times more light onto the screen, and it still maintains. With condensed lighting on, by the way, hitting my screen, window light hitting my screen. Nothing's dark in the edges in my environment, nice and bright. Not only did I do 4K, Crow, or Jamie, whatever you want to call yourself, but I did it in an environment that was much brighter than yours. And I didn't need an ultra short though to do it. My projector set back 14 feet in that environment. My screen sat right next to a window with condensed lighting right on top of the screen, and still produced a better image than you on a 4K projector than you've done sitting in the dark on a light gray screen that can't even produce a star fill or decent contrast levels without being shrouded in darkness. Oh man. There you go. Hope you enjoyed. I hope you got a lot of milk in your house. Make sure you got plenty of milk in your house. I want to make sure you don't choke to death on that huge piece of crow pie. Oh, interesting. Crow pie. Yeah. You not that. Oh my goodness, man. I started laughing my head off when I saw that. You gotta be kidding me. It doesn't work on 4K. Dude, we did that 2 years ago. You see my environment? I'll put the links below so you guys can all check out the links. Go breeze through it because I don't know how blurry this is going to come up, but I'll put the links below. You can see the demonstration where we had the boom. You can see the side by side with the 720p versus the 4K. But we've done these tests already. This is why I said pays to do tests. We don't do tests, and he probably thinks that everybody else thinks the same way. He doesn't do tests, and no one else is doing tests. You know what I mean? This comes from a person who's constantly cutting corners. And you can see he's desperate. Like when he painted that black surface, said, oh, that's their product. Dumb, we have your product over here. Do you know that? We have your product here. Do you know that we can go to any one of these screens that we want and we can put your product and show white level demonstrations? Do you know that? Do you know that I have sample sheets sitting in the bottom of my kitchen drawer? Some are light, some are gray, some are white. Did you know that? Do you know we do these tests all the time? All right, then why would you come on YouTube and make an idiot of yourself, just like you just did a few minutes ago? I bet you $100 they'll probably delete that video too. Just like when you thought the Nova 19 was clear, and it wasn't clear. It was actually dark gray. And then you deleted that video, put that video back on, deleted it again, because you got caught doing something stupid. Like thinking the screen was actually clear. And then you did the demonstration. Do you know I would see that anybody would see that there's no sunlight coming through? There's nothing at all hitting the screen. You didn't even peel or nothing. But I did the same thing he did. And then when we give you paints to make from our collection, you can't make them because you can't figure it out. You will stick to things that you can come close to. Good gracious, like watching somebody try to stab somebody in the dark. Watch it, you might get yourself. So yeah, you're an idiot. You're definitely an idiot. To do that video right there to say, oh, it doesn't work on 4K. So you speak for everybody in the entire world who owns a 4K projector. You speak for them, including the video we just did 2 years ago, owning the projector and doing an unboxing on YouTube of the PX747-4K projector. Yeah. And this is, and for you naysayers and CROW believers, this is who you support? Really? Whew, man. I'm telling you, give up screen paint, paint yourself with some clown paint, stick yourself in the car and entertain the kids, because that's as far as you're going to go in this business, man. I'm sorry to say it that way, but that, I mean, out of all the dumb stuff I've seen you do, that is the most idiotic thing I've ever seen anybody do. You literally did a video of you sitting there saying a product doesn't work with 4K, and we did a video 2 years ago on a 4K projector that came out. Yeah. What can you expect when people are desperate? That's what they do. All right, I'm out of here. I'm going to get back downstairs and finish gaming on my gunmetal that's sitting up there in all that window light and with the lights on, and finish my game as this joker sits in the dark trying to figure out what to do next. You remind me of the Wile E. Coyote. Wile E. Coyote. That's what you remind me of. Oh, my goodness, man. You're fun. I'll give you that much. You're fun. It doesn't frustrate me. It's funny that he's just that downright stupid. Really, man? You were that, I hate to call somebody an idiot, but you definitely are that. Oh, he's probably looking at the screen like, oh, but the screen's dark. It looks dark. Like, you can barely see it. It's so dark. Look how dark the screen looks on this PS4. Look how dark it is. You can barely see it. It's in standby mode. Go back to my game. Finish gaming. And thank you for the customer who sent me that link. I needed to laugh. That was the funniest thing I've ever seen. Like I said, I think he really doesn't remember anything. Because basically, we can embarrass him over and over and over again on the Black Nova, over and over again. He'll keep coming out with that black sandwich sheet saying, look, this is how the screen really comes up. This is how it really comes up. Now, if we don't work on 4K now, what's next? All right. Okay, people, I'm out of here. I gotta go. Yeah, he's a complete idiot. Gotta go. Idiot.